There's a certain kind of music that only happens in December, and it doesn't come from a speaker. It comes from the kitchen. You know the sound I mean. The soft clatter of pans, the rhythm of a spoon against a bowl, and the quiet hum of someone singing a song they half remember. The laughter that rises without warning. The footsteps moving in and out like a gentle dance. It's not a performance. It's not a production. It's not even intentional. It's just the sound of people being together. And in December, that sound becomes its own kind of joy. Not the big dramatic joy we see in movies, but the everyday joy that sneaks upon you while you're stirring something warm. And this episode is about that joy, the kind that doesn't announce itself, the kind that doesn't need to be perfect, the kind that shows up in the middle of ordinary things. Because the kitchen is where December becomes real. Think about it. The living room holds the decorations, the tree holds the memories, the table holds the gathering, but the kitchen holds the heartbeat. It's where people wander in without knocking. It's where conversations start without planning. And it's where someone tastes something and says, "Needs a little more salt," even if they weren't asked. It's where the warmth of the oven becomes the warmth of the room. And it's where joy hides in plain sight. It's not the loud kind. It's not the kind that demands attention, but the kind that feels like home. Maybe you grew up with a kitchen full of noise, pots clanging, cousins running through, someone always opening the fridge, even though nothing new had appeared inside. Or maybe your kitchen was quiet. Maybe one person cooking, one person keeping them company. The soft sound of a radio playing in the background. Either way, the kitchen carries a certain kind of December magic. It's the place where people feel safe enough to be themselves, where they let their guard down, where they laugh a little easier, where they talk about things they wouldn't say anywhere else. And that's why the sounds of the kitchen matter, because they're not just sounds. They're signals of belonging. So when you hear someone humming while they cook, that's belonging. When you hear the kettle whistle, that's belonging. And when you hear someone say, "Hand me that bowl, please," that's belonging too. And when you hear the oven door open and the heat rushes out, that's belonging too. These are the small, ordinary moments that remind us we're part of something. And in December, those moments become sacred. Not because they're dramatic, not because they're planned, but because they're real. Now, joy doesn't always arrive as a big moment. Sometimes it slips in quietly while you're chopping vegetables. Sometimes it shows up when someone tells a story you've heard 100 times, but you still laugh because the telling of it is part of the ritual. Sometimes it appears when two people reach for the same spoon and they smile without saying anything. Because joy lives in the kitchen, because the kitchen is where we stop performing. It's where we're allowed to be a little messy, a little tired, a little unpolished, a little human. And that's the kind of joy December needs. Not the organized kind, but the lived-in kind. So if your kitchen feels loud or chaotic or ordinary this week, that's not a problem. It's a blessing. It means life is happening. It means people are near. It means the season is unfolding the way it's meant to. Not in perfection, but in presence. And if your kitchen is quiet this year, that's okay too, because quiet kitchens have their own kind of music. The soft tap of a spoon, the gentle simmer of something warm, the sound of your own breath slowing down, the peace of knowing you don't have to rush. Joy doesn't require a crowd, it just requires attention. So here's what I want you to notice. The next time you step into your kitchen, notice the warmth, notice the smells, cinnamon, citrus, allspice, something baking, something simmering. And notice the small sounds, the ones you usually ignore. Notice how your shoulders drop just a little when you settle into the rhythm of preparing something for yourself or someone you love. Because these are not chores. These are rituals of belonging, and they matter more than we think. Because December isn't built on grand gestures. It's built on small, repeated acts of care, stirring, chopping, tasting and humming, laughing and cleaning and sharing. This is covenant presence, not the kind you talk about, the kind you live. So may your kitchen be a place of warmth and not pressure. May the sounds you hear remind you that joy is often simple. And may the smells and the movement and the rhythm of preparing food bring you back to yourself. And may you find belonging in the ordinary moments, the ones that don't make it into photos, but stay in your memory anyway. And may you remember that joy doesn't have to be big to be real. Sometimes it just needs a spoon, a song, and a little December light. So you take care and stay connected.